Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will have the football first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like a team that's ready to break through, win a national championship.
Yeah, a lot has been made about how Oregon's roster is built to succeed in the Big Ten. Physical in the trenches, but they still got the talent on the perimeter and the skill spots. That showed up the last time they blew Washington out.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5. But there's always someone that seems to bottom. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. When the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's loose down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Knight. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Finds a man on the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. So after that pick six on the opening drive, a chance here to get a touchdown of their own. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Tompkins. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Washington right back to the line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Bringing the heat. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Knight. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Sampson. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a heat. He throws one to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better chase something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Tompkins. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play.
After the filthy move, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Tompkins. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punted away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down. They've got to show this urgency. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hand, it's Phillips. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight another down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Washington!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Looking down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. This time on target. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. That'll bring them to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air, it's Tompkins. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Got a man, it's Moore. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Unleashes one deep.
don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They're going to run it. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Finding an escape route. There he goes. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. The play action fake. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Husky. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this run team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. The short hands. It's Moore. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Breaks into He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, and they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Washington wants to go quickly.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Now to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Moore to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Phillips. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity. They take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Runs through a tackle.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, then they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need...
There he goes to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! They jump on top here in OT.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I guess no run plays involved here. Like first and goal, sack. Second and goal, sack. This offense, they're going the wrong direction. They got to find some way to get the football out of their quarterback's hands. Throw it to a playmaker.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.